If you wake up at 3 a.m. and your mind starts hunting for a reason before your eyes are even open, I get it. There is a real pattern happening, and it's not random. Let me show you what your brain has quietly learned and how to start loosening it. You are exhausted all evening. You fall asleep on the couch. But the exact second you move to your bed, or maybe at 3 in the morning, your eyes snap open. You are instantly awake. If this keeps happening to you, you are probably starting to worry that you have lost the ability to sleep. But your brain is actually working exactly as it should. It is just executing a pattern it recently learned. The human brain is incredibly good at pattern matching. It constantly monitors your surroundings and tags physical locations with specific feelings. It is why you feel alert the moment you sit at your work desk or calm in your favorite chair. Sleep researchers call this mechanism conditioned arousal. It explains why a space you have slept in perfectly fine for decades can suddenly trigger your nervous system to go on guard. Historically, your brain routed cues for quiet and safety directly to your bed. But introduce stress, lying awake, worrying, and your brain collects new data. It overwrites the sleep tag with a new instruction. The bed is a place to be awake and worried. Because this pattern was learned, you can unlearn it. The 3 a.m. reset protocol is a systematic routine designed to actively overwrite that faulty alert tag and retrain your nervous system. Recognizing that this is an environmental response, rather than a defect in your body's ability to rest, is the required first step. You do not have to fix yourself, you just have to fix the environment. Before you even get into bed tonight, you have to prepare your physical space for the protocol. You need to designate a specific location completely outside of your bedroom. Find a comfortable chair or a spot on the couch, where you can keep the lighting as dim as possible. Next, set up an activity there. It needs to be incredibly boring. Place a dry biography or a slow-paced magazine on the table. Leave your phone and laptop out of this space entirely. Setting up this external zone ahead of time removes the friction of decision-making. When you wake up in a panic later, your route and your tools are already waiting for you. Now, when you inevitably wake up at 3 a.m., the first step is to simply notice where you are. Remind yourself that you are in your bed and your bed is safe. Whatever you do, do not check the clock. Looking at the time starts the mental countdown of how many hours you have left before your alarm goes off, triggering a cascade of anxiety. If you estimate that about 20 minutes have passed and you are still awake, you have reached the cutoff. You should get up. Your immediate instinct will be to stay under the covers and try harder, but sleep is not a conscious action you can force. Lying there frustrated only confirms the brain's suspicion that the bed is a stressful place. Look at this visual counter. Every single minute you spend awake and anxious in bed becomes another deposit into the wrong account. You are actively reinforcing the conditioned arousal. So, stop making deposits. Eject yourself from the mattress quietly and decisively, and walk to that dim space you set up earlier. Enduring the frustration in bed does not invite rest. It actively trains your nervous system to maintain chronic insomnia. Once you reach your dim space, sit down and pick up your boring activity. Take slow breaths and let your body physically cool down. The goal here is not to force yourself back to sleep. You are simply removing the pressure. Allow your mind to drift without any expectations. You do not return to your bedroom until you experience one specific physical cue: the heavy, drooping sensation of your eyelids struggling to stay open. If you get back under the covers and that wide-awake feeling instantly returns, get right back up. Initiate another 20-minute eject and return to your dim space. This strict separation is mandatory. Forcing a physical boundary between wakefulness and your mattress manually breaks the brain's faulty alert loop. Your brain is not broken. It learned a pattern, and what was learned can be unlearned. Small, calm changes, repeated, are how the night slowly becomes safe again. Be patient with yourself. For more sleep science, the full library is at sleepwellcalculator.com. I will see you in the next one.